Hi everyone, I hope everyone's having a good week. I am going to do a gift wrapping tutorial. I'm going to show you how I decorate, and I will wrap at least one present for y'all. So I've already wrapped a few presents, but let me wrap another one and then I'll decorate some. Now you can get some really cute gift boxes now, and this one is really simple with the snowflake, the silver snowflake. But you could just wrap a bow around it and give it like that if you don't want to wrap. That is definitely an option. But I have to wrap. Now I'll give you guys a little tip of something we're doing. We, for each of our kids, they have their own wrapping paper. So they have their own design and that fits their personality. Of course, this is for a girl, or it could be for a boy, but it's for our girl. And that way we don't have to put tags, and Christmas morning is not so crazy or chaotic. We know whose present goes to who. So it really helps eliminate some of the stress and people getting the wrong presents if you misread the labels. And so it makes things a lot better, and they know which ones are theirs under the tree, and it's just a lot of fun. We like it. I cannot cut a straight line. I don't even try anymore. This wrapping paper has lines on it, which helps, but and then I've got this neat little tool to cut wrapping paper. It makes it easy. I've got this one too. So I've got it upside down, and I just like to line up. The lines help you with wrapping too. So you can put it in the center and make sure it's more even. And then I like to use Scotch, the purple label. It is satin finish gift wrap tape. It's my favorite. Just gonna fold that over. Now if you don't like taping to the box because it tears the box, then don't. Just fold it over and tape it to itself. It's not as easy to get it as tight if you don't tape it to the box, but whatever your preference is. I do keep these boxes until they fall apart. And for my homecoming mom people, I had an idea, and I don't know why I never thought of it, but when these gift boxes start tearing up, these solid sides, they would be great for mum backers. So, or if you find them on clearance really cheap, since most of them are white anyway, at least the bottom parts usually are. So I'm going to start remembering to save those. If there's any that's trash this year, instead of throwing them away, I'll just save them for my mom backers. One of these days I'm going to start scheduling these live streams instead of just springing them on you. Okay, so I like to tuck that in. This is the way I like to do the sides. Just tuck it in on the sides. Crease it. Go all the way up. And then I can see where it needs to go if you just feel it. Go up. Like that. Again, you can tape to the box or not. I do it both ways. Now, instead of taping that one already, go like that. And I like to put this side towards me. going in, increasing that. Put that down. Again, if you don't want to go, if you don't want to tape it to the box, you can go like that. Now, if this is uneven, then I fold it under. But if it looks straight and looks clean, then I'll go ahead and just do it like that. It looks nice and straight, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. I'll pull it tight. And this is just one little tip that will help make your presents or your gifts look so much more professional. Just go over all the edges. It just defines the edges and makes it look neater. Back to this side. And for some reason, both sides were really straight. That never happens. Sure you go over these edges as well. Oh, I feel like when I sneeze. Okay, so you should have a nice box. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze, so I'm trying to back away. Okay, so now it's time for a ribbon. I love to use wired ribbon. I do not buy those cheap little ribbon or bows anymore. I used to use those a long time ago, but not anymore. So I saved my ribbon. And some of these I've had for years. So I don't glue them to the boxes. I want to make sure that I can reuse the ribbon, so I never hot glue it to the packages. I've done that before too, and then you end up having to throw them away. So I just break them down, fold them up like this, and then they are as good as new. Not quite new, but they still work really great for gifts. So I could use the green. These don't. The silver would be fine too. Here's a bow I made previously. I think I have a tutorial for that. It's got organza tulle and then all this tubing, and the ornament broke off of it. I did buy some ribbon after Christmas last year to match some of these unique wrapping papers. Since this is, you know, lime green and purple and blue and pink, I didn't have a lot of Christmas ribbon that matched that, so I found this purple. And it's one of those $9.99 rolls, but I got it after Christmas, so it was a lot cheaper than that. So I just want to take it, and all I'm going to do is tie it like it's a shoelace. And that should be enough, hopefully. This is my first one this year, so. And this, let's see, this box is a 10 by 10 by about 4 inches deep. And this ribbon, that's 24, that's 24, and another 7 inches. Hopefully it'll be enough. So again, that was 24, 24 plus 7. Just going to do it, like I said, I'm just going to do it like a shoelace. Tie it like that. And you might want this one to be just a tad longer. Make sure that the glitter side is out when you make your little loop. And make them as small as possible. That way when you pull to make them tight, they're not, you've got enough slack and it's not a ginormous loop. So again, I want the glittery side up, glittery side going through there for the loop. And then pull that. See, I have to loosen and tighten and then spread that out. This, to me, is the best bow to make on your gifts because it is the easiest. You don't have to have any bow making experience. If you can tie a shoelace, you can tie this bow. And it's super easy to take off. All you have to do is pull it just like you would your shoelace, and it comes undone, and unwrap it. And then you can fold it up and reuse it again next year. So it's very, very easy to do. Now, if you wanted to do a tag in there, you got all these cute tags. I think all these are from Hobby Lobby. They have some really cute gift tags. So you could put that on there before you tied it, so it would be right here. You might be able to do it afterwards, like, yeah, stick it in there like that. It would bends it up, but you could do it. And of course, you can tape it to the box or whatever. And then you could also stick things in there. You can't embellish these as much because you don't want to, you know, mess that up where they can't untie it. So I'm just going to clean these up a little bit. Just cutting it at a slant. You can cut a V shape or fold it under, whatever you want to do. But I like to make, for the kids, I like to make it as simple as possible because they complain. They don't appreciate Mom's hard work on the gift wrapping. But other adults do, so especially the moms. Okay, guys, so that's simple. That's all I'm going to do on that one. See, these I've already wrapped, I've already creased. All this wrapping paper, I believe all of it came from Hobby Lobby. And we bought a bunch of wrapping paper after Christmas last year, really cheap. They still had a ton left over, so that's a good time to buy it the year before. Now, if you're using the same wrapping paper on multiple people, what I do is just put an initial on the back or something, or, you know, both their initials or maybe their first name or something to let you know. That way when you go to put the tag on, you're not going to screw it up. I think I'm going to do, it's a little busy, but let's see. Yeah. What is that? That's cute. I wanted the red trucks, but it's too busy. These ribbons came from Sam's Club. They have some really cute ribbons. And you get 50, I think it's 50 yards. Yes, so you can do so many projects with them. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to wrap the ribbon around it. And then I'll make a bow and embellish it. So I just want to cut that like that. And I want to find a cute tag. Oh, there's a Santa. That's cute. Or there's a reindeer. That matches the ribbon better. We've got so many here. Seriously. Look at that. There's just like candy looking ones. Actually, I like. And I've got, I think I want to do this one. all tied together, of course. Okay. I like this one because it goes with the ribbon better. Just want to stick that on there so it's already on there. Now this, I think I'm going to go ahead and hot glue this. I'm just going to do a light amount of hot glue, just enough to make it stick. See, it's sticking to the ribbon. I mean the wrapping paper. Now, if I want to save this ribbon, I'll have to, you know, we would have to cut off that, or she would if she wanted to save it. Off to the side. Now I want to embellish this one with some berries or something. Let me see what I've got. Little bit of berries. I've got pine cone, some greenery. So I could take some floral tape and wrap around the ends there at the floral tape. See how cute that'll be. I have any right here. I don't have any right here. So what I can do is just hot glue these together a little bit. Try to get them stuck together. Could also take some floral wire. Yeah, I just noticed that I'm not on landscape and I pressed the button, so I apologize for that. They have a little option right there on the last page before you go live, and if you tap it, it's supposed to go to landscape. So I don't know what happened. Okay. That'll be pretty. Now I just want to make a bow, and I think I'll just do like a simple cheer bow type. Sorry. Okay, so just cut a V shape there. Now just fold that over. Find the center there. And get a chenille stem out. Let's see, I'll just go with green. Probably won't need a full one, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna put a pretty bell in the middle of this too. Go like that. You can find your center. And then just start pinching it like an accordion. So it looks like that. Pull that really tight and then twist it. Very simple, easy, but makes it so unique and cute. Now I can take this underneath here. I go up as high as I can there. Again, I'm going to twist that really tight. Now this is the only bad thing about doing this is trying to get it connected to that. So I'm just wrapping it under there and pulling it tight and then try to twist. Oh, I went the wrong way. Pull tight and then there we go. I'm just twisting the twist tie, the chenille stem. Now you can turn it whatever way you want. Tuck that chenille stem under. Make sure there's no sharp parts. And I've got the tag. There you go, look at that. A really dressed up present. Go like that, they'll kind of curve. One's for a man, so let's try to make this one a little bit more masculine. If you have any deco mesh or deco mesh tubing or the deco mesh ribbon, you know, usually that stuff is pretty inexpensive, or the 6-inch from Dollar Tree, you can definitely use that too. You can wrap it around and tie it too. Don't be afraid to use that. Like here's some even really wide, and you can make a bow out of this, or you can cut it into strips. You could use spirals or just gather it in the middle and be something like this, and then you could build on top of it. They also started selling this at Dollar Tree, so you could use, this does not have a wire, but you could wrap it around and tie a very simple bow with this. You could use soft satin ribbon, whatever you have, or just go, you know, go somewhere like the Dollar Tree and find some cute ribbons that are inexpensive. All right. Let's see, I have this cute stripe, and it's glittery, but it's not girly or anything. Try to show you some different techniques. And I'm just curling that under so it looks neater, and then also the wires are underneath so they're not sticking up. You don't have to worry about poking anybody. I'll just simply put the hot glue on the edges and it's fine, it's staying. And I forgot my tag. See if I can wrap it around there. I'm always forgetting to put the tags on first. again, also, just take a small chenille stem or you could attach it to your bow when you do your bow, so you could do it like that. That's cute. So you could do just like a bow tie bow. Put on there. Let's try that. This is about 24 inches of ribbon. Again, I'm going to fold that under a little bit. Then I'm going to find my center. Okay, this ribbon is screwy. You can pinch the center and then go like that. Or you can pinch it a bunch of times. Like that. However you like it. I like that end tucked in. Give that a twist. Hold that down. I am not done. Now that doesn't look cute, but give me just a second. I will make it look cute. I don't know if I should have put that tag on there yet. I think it's going to screw with that. Okay, tuck those on the side. Now you can take a piece of ribbon and wrap around so it looks like a bow tie. That's about 5.5 inches, but I'm going to fold whichever side ends up on bottom or top, whatever. I need to start on top, I think. Just wrap it around. You can also tuck these sides in, make that smaller. But since I made the bow pretty big, I don't want to do that. I made this one pretty big, but you can make them a lot smaller than that. Now, if you want to be able to hang that, you're going to need a bigger chenille stem. Just going to cut that in half. Again, put them on the sides. Now, and if you want to make it smaller, just go like this. And then wrap it around. And then it'll look like that. But I'm going to leave that big. make sure those are, again, make sure those are on the side. That way you can still use them. I'm not rolling this very tight. Not tight at all, actually. Okay. Now I'm just going to glue right there in the center. Just to connect that. That way I can still use that chenille stem if I need to. And if you make that skinnier, it'd be easier on the chenille stem. Told you guys, I'm always forgetting this. Make sure it's front and center. Okay. Same way as the other one. It's not going to be as easy since this one's not as long. I just want to twist it a couple of times, make sure it stays on. Turn it the way you need it. It's not perfect, but it's still pretty cute. Tying it on there kind of messed that center up a little bit, but it still kind of looks like a bow tie. And then you got your tag hanging off, and they can just slide that off. They should be able to, yeah, they can just slide it. So always want to think about easy removal with these things. Present here, so I'm going to do a small tag. I've got that little reindeer. Let me find those. See, even that's big for it. Now on this, I want to use something small. So I have the check. Or there's like this glitter you could use. It doesn't make it wouldn't tie a good bow because it's really stiff, but you could use it to wrap around and either glue it to itself or staple it. What about this? This is cute. About 22 inches. Surely I can tie a bow with that. And you want it as tight as possible, so you might have to kind of hang on to it there in the center as best you can while you're tying it. So it's not always easy to get it tight. Sometimes you have to keep loosening it and tightening it to get it just right. Now that is super loose, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I can just hang off there, I guess. Or I can kind of tuck him in from behind. There. That's super cute, isn't it? You could also just take, you know, the little floral pick and stick back there the little berries or something. This is what I was looking for earlier and I couldn't find it. So you could take your little sprig of berries. That name tag's going to be in the way. Just kind of stick them in there. so they're sticking up. Alright, let me think. Let's see. Some of that glitter, but in red. I'm going to do, wrap it around just long enough, overlap it a little bit. And hot glue it to itself. I'm not going to make it super tight so I can attach something to it. So there's still a little room there for me to tie something. And you could go up and then that's it. Do the crisscross. Where'd it go? Just do that. It'd be very simple. This is inexpensive. It's $1 for 12 feet. I have this tubing, so I could do something fun with the tubing. Still have any Christmas colors. This gold. How about the white iridescent? I like that. And then we can find a little ornament. These are just foam. They are in the the Christmas crafts. So those are good to use on presents or gifts. And then you could write on them with a marker if you wanted to. And then these are those cheap glittery ornaments. They break really easily, but they're fun to use on presents as well. Here's the reindeer, and they break super easy up around the head, so I don't hardly use them because they just tear up too easily. So that's all I've got in here. Ginormous. Oh, here's some more ribbon, satin ribbon from Dollar Tree. And then they have the ones with the trucks too. So those would all be super cute. Got these big bells. I think I'll use a green one. And you can do a cluster of bells as well. See what colors I've got. Oops, I got 3 green. That one's smaller for some reason. I also have smaller red ones, so I could do a cluster of small ones as well. I think I'll do that and I'll stick to the red and white thing. So you just want to put these, run your chenille stem through these, get them as close together as you can. You can get the bells at the Dollar Tree as well, or at any of the dollar stores for $1 a package. The big ones, these little ones, and so they would add something cute and unique to your gifts. Just going to go 6 inches and then 6 inches for the loops. Now if you pull this tight, then it's going to be smaller, so I'm trying not to pull it tight. And they don't have to be all exactly the same. And after you've made some, you can just keep making them. It just depends on how full you want it to. I'm gonna make this one pretty full and then cut a tail. This tubing is inexpensive as well, so it'd be, you know, it's really cute and easy to use, and like I said, it's inexpensive. I'm gonna cut those tails shorter because they're curling all weird, so. Now I just wanna take this in the center. You might wanna tie a chenille stem around it first and then do this, because it's gonna be a little bit more difficult to tie it, and it's gonna be a little bit more difficult to make it tight. I'm gonna twist it several times. Hopefully it'll get nice and tight. See how easy it is to move those? So I'll just have to be careful with it. Now that ribbon is small enough, I think. Go like that. And it's just hanging off there. Again, I'm just twisting that. Check it under. I think I may have left that a little too loose. I'm going to wrap that around there so it's not sticking out. Yeah, that's a little too loose. Let's see if I can pull it apart. Yeah, now I'm going to make it really snug. Pull on those, but I'm trying to be careful because they will move a little bit. So just buy a package of that deco mesh tubing. You can get it in so many different colors, and you see how simple that was to tie a bow. You can just do a couple of loops. One package would decorate every one of your presents, I guarantee you, unless you were making gigantic bows out of them. But if you were just making a few loops out of them, even like this, you saw how little I used, how much is left on there. You'd be able to decorate so much. I usually don't make them this big. I usually only do 2 or 3 loops on each side. And then a package of bells, and you would be set. And you would not be spending very much money on this glitter ribbon. Like I said, they've got the gingham and the buffalo check are in their regular floral, but these are all $1, so these are very inexpensive. And look how cute that is. So much better than using one of those cheap bows, and it just adds something special and unique, and you know I'm all about that. So I mean, who wouldn't want to get a present that looks like this compared to one with just a bow stuck on it? So just think about personalizing your gifts the best you can with whatever you. I know most people don't have all this stuff. I used to didn't have all this stuff, but I still made them all special. So just do what you can with what you've got. Get some inexpensive stuff like this. And you can also go out and do, you know, more like this. buy a big roll of pretty ribbon and just do this. So there's so many different options, and when you look under my tree at Christmas, once I've got most of the presents wrapped, I mean, it's just an array of this, you know, just beautiful bows, and I just try to make them all special, even if the person doesn't appreciate it like some of my kids. But anyway, I really like to make every gift special. So that starts with the wrapping. So I hope I helped you guys, inspired you to make a more beautiful gift. And I appreciate y'all watching. Thanks so much. Subscribe, tap the bell for notifications, share, like, comment. Tomorrow this video will be up where I can do edits to it and stuff, so you can comment tomorrow. But I appreciate everybody. Oh, and I am not going to be uploading any videos tomorrow. Sunday I will, though. So I appreciate y'all watching. Thank you so much. Happy holidays, everybody.